Beyond ARTV, time for a mixtape review. Today I'm reviewing Hoodie Allen's Crew Cuts. This is his fourth mixtape behind Pep Rally, Making Waves, and Leap Year. And at this point in his career, it's pretty much a fact that Hoodie's going to stay independent. Hoodie Allen has gained fame because he's so loyal to his fans. Every time he's on Twitter, he's always not just tweeting about his tours and stuff, he's actually tweeting his fans that respond to his tweets, and he's on Facebook replying to people, and he's built up a fan base called the Hoodie Mob based on that. The fact that he actually communicates with fans, word of mouth has spread, and the fact that he's really talented. Hoodie has an amazing flow, and at times he can rap really quickly, like on Cake Boy, or he can slow it down, like at times on the Reunion, and tracks obviously seen on his other EPs. But this EP has been talked about for a while. It's been a long time coming. Follow-up to last year's All-American. That was actually, I guess, an EP of sorts, almost an album, and it was actually released on iTunes, and a limited amount of CDs were made. I wish I had one of the CDs because that is an incredible album. And Hoodie actually replied to when I posted it on his Facebook wall. I was like, hey, I reviewed your album or your EP. And he actually replied, so I thought that was really cool of him to do. Cake Boy was the first taste of Crew Cuts that we got, and I say that ironically because taste, cake, you know. Anyways, a lot of fans were disappointed with this track, saying, oh god, Hoodie's gone off the deep end here, he's gone in a totally new direction, I can't listen to Hoodie anymore. And he's like, seriously guys, calm down, this track is for fun. And personally, I enjoy that track. I think the chorus is pretty weak, but the rest of the song, it's got a sick bass line to it. I love the beat and the way that was crafted. A lot of this album was produced by his friend, fellow rapper slash producer Jared Evan, and I really thought Cake Boy was actually pretty cool, and I think it's pretty funny as well. I mean, listen to the opening line. It's not meant to be taken seriously. This one's for all my Instagram models. And of course, as always, you can't judge an entire EP, album, whatever, off of one track that's been released. Famous for Assholes is the second single, or whatever, if you will. The second one with a video. Since he doesn't have a label, I guess it's not a single, but it's the second song with a video that we got off the Crew Cuts. Famous for Assholes pretty much just guaranteed that Hoodie is still in the game, and he's still making his typical style of music with obviously some new twists. This time, Crew Cuts, it's in the name. He wanted to do more collaborations, work with more people, and he really branched out here, and I like the fact that he did that. I just wish there had been some different collaborations. I have to say that my favorite collaboration here on this album is Famous for Assholes. It features Chitty of Chitty Bang. You may have heard of that group, and I always thought Chitty had a really nice flow to him, and they fit really well together when they rap together, and I like his verse on Famous for Assholes a whole lot. Definitely one of the best tracks on the EP. There are some tracks that feature collaborations on the album that I'm not too fond of. Two Lips and Casanova are two tracks that really don't do too much for me. Heart to Heart featuring Jared Evan has actually grown on me more with time and repeated listens, so that's definitely one that's, you know, a grower. You know, it might not jump out at you right at first, but I think Heart to Heart is a really solid track on this EP. And I keep saying EP, I'm sorry, I know it's a mixtape. Now another collaboration that I really did like off of this one is Wave Goodbye featuring Swayze. Swayze's a pretty talented guy, and I actually enjoyed this track in particular. It's one of my personal favorites, but the one that really gets me is Let Me Be Me, the first track on the album. Love this song lyrically. Just the references he makes to pop culture, Blu-ray, all this other stuff, all over the record really. He's making pop culture references, and I really enjoy that. You know, you're even hearing stuff about the Hunger Games in there, like Katniss, and you're just all over the place with his references. Hoodie's a very smart rapper, and the way he writes his songs I know he writes them with other people sometimes, but he writes a lot of his own lyrics, and I really do respect that. Let Me Be Me, though, is just incredible start to finish. I love the beat on this one, and I don't know, there's just something about it. It's one of those songs that I can tell is going to be one of those songs I'm still listening to like a year from now. Like No Interruption is that song for me off of All-American. James Franco is that song for me off of Leap Year. His flow on Let Me Be Me is just sick, and I love the chorus. The production is incredible. Another one of my favorites is Reunion, and obviously I like the way that one starts with, you know, you drop the mixtape and it sounded like an album. It does! Crew Cuts sounds like an album. He put so much work into that, and I really do respect that even more. You know, I keep saying I respect Hoodie Allen. I really do, because he's just he seems like such a really cool guy. I would love to see him on tour, but you should try coming to North Carolina, Hoodie. You've got fans here too. Good Intentions is definitely another track that I wanted to mention. That one, lyrically, I love, and the whole song, I don't know, there's something about it. A lot of these songs just have a chilled out vibe to them, and this is another one of those for me. The growing fan base is obviously shown here, and I think within the first 24 hours, this free mixtape had been downloaded 80,000 times, so I'm sure it's probably crossed the 100,000 mark by now. If you want to download it, for free, obviously, it's a mixtape, there's a link in the description below. I think you guys should really check this out. Like I said, Hoodie's lyrics and lyrical style on a lot of this album is just really solid. And there's tracks that I don't like I mentioned. Casanova seemed off to me, as well as Long Night featuring Chance the Rapper. I like Hoodie's part in that song, but Chance the Rapper, he sounds like a Lil Wayne wannabe. I'm sorry, but I can't, I want to turn the song off every time his part comes on. Where Do We Go Now is a song that really closes out the mixtape in Hoodie fashion. It's just him on the track, and I really like that. I can't say that I blame him for doing collaborations, but honestly, the tracks that just feature either samples or else just Hoodie, I love the most. Hoodie, good job yet again. 4 out of 5 for crew cuts for me. What did you guys think? Hoodie Allen fans, if you've never checked him out and you like hip-hop and that sort of thing, a little bit of rap, a little bit of pop during the chorus time, I think you'll enjoy this a whole lot. Hoodie's a very talented guy, and he's a very down-to-earth guy from what I can see, so definitely download his free mixtape. I will see you guys very soon. Let me know what you want to see me review on here. Mixtape, EPs, they're done on this channel. Album reviews over on youtube.com/albumreviewtv. All the links are in the description below though, so make sure you check that out. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Beyond ARTV, beyond the reviews.